Good morning and welcome to the 9th day of Christmas, which is 9 ladies dancing, and I'm coming to you with a great apology. First thing this morning, the 8 days of Christmas is still uploading. So I waltzed down to Melanie's, which is not very far from here, quarter of a mile, same village, 25 megabits per minute upload. I cross the beck, go past a few more houses, and each time you get further away from that box, the speed gets slower. And it comes up our drive, and it stops. I dread to think what Jane next door's got. She's probably got nothing. And nobody's bothered. There's not a thing I can do about it. And we keep seeing advertisements for fibre. It's actually really very depressing. You know, when you want to do these vlogs and you just can't get them uploaded. So when I get back to school, I'm going to upload them at school. And then when I go to friends, I'm just going to take my laptop, and if I've got a vlog to upload, I'll upload it there, because I know Melanie's got fast broadband, Rachel has, Hannah has, Tristan has, my friend Jean in Selby's got fast broadband. But to say I feel demoralised this morning is putting it mildly. I can't upload in high definition. I tried that yesterday. Oh my gosh, the internet basically stuck two fingers up at me, as if to say, how dare you even think about doing that? You know, what an insult to the internet. You know, Rachel showed me really kindly how to do the high definition. So I'm really sorry I can only do standard. But come Tuesday, it will be in high definition, because Tuesdays will be, so it's be the 11th. So the 10th day of Christmas, which is tomorrow's, is going up on Tuesday morning in high definition from work. There you go. I mean business. But I am dressed for action. It's really mild and I've got this cold, so I'm running a bit of a temperature. So I'm just cashing in on the fact I don't need heat. So running a temperature, a mild day and tropical moments for a lady of a certain age. And I'm dressed for summer. So here we go. Today is the day that I have to pack up Bernie. She is going back to Mr. D in Edinburgh to get fixed. And I'm going to miss her. But my lovely boss, who has said you can upload at school, has now said bring her to school and DPD can collect her from school. Thank you, boss. So I'm going to put you onto time lapse while I show you how hard it is to pack up a banana. And it isn't easy.
Eva, me encontré a una niña tan bonita. Ella siempre se ha parecido a Yemaya, y por la calle con su ropa azul camina, y todo el mundo está gritando, ay cómo va.
He seems to be following me around today, and I just feel as if I'm doomed. My kitchen is a mess. Look at it. I was in there, I've brought things down to put away, I've brought everything into the kitchen, to go to the garage, to go to the bin. I've got boxes of recycling that I brought down from upstairs. And then I discovered that the freezer door had not been shut properly. Now I have to defrost my freezer. And my sewing is over there. I've packed up the big banana. I've got all the Christmas decorations down. So I'm going to have to defrost this beautiful freezer But while that's happening, I'm going to blitz this kitchen and I'm going to wash its floor, because I think if I can't sew at the moment, I might as well just go in for the attack and attack the kitchen. Oh dear. It is definitely proving to be one of those days. Oh my gosh. I can see a piece of bread there. I wonder if I have a sandwich. I've not even eaten. I've had a yoghurt and that's it. But I know I need to go and lose some weight. Oh, I have had some oranges as well. I have had oranges. But, you know, in life, as much as we want to sew, we can't always sew, can we? We've got to do all the other things as well. Good morning and welcome to day 10 of the 12 days of Christmas. I've just recorded this once and realised I had the radio on in the background. That would have thrown out YouTube. All the algorithms would have gone up in smoke. Not only would the internet have been saying do one, so would YouTube. No. Oh, there's the most beautiful sunrise and I can't get you to show it to you. It's just off to my left as I'm looking south and I cannot get the camera. I won't be able to tilt it round. But if you could just imagine a lovely blue sky and then the sun. Oh God, the sun is just peeking through the trees. I can see just the outline of the sun and it's beautiful orange and it's just coming through the trees, and above the trees there's this most beautiful orange. Right, what should we do with them, Rachel? The naughty children.
I think we should tie them to a tree and leave them.
Poppy doesn't know quite what to make of him. Max is having a rest day. Actually, it's probably doing them, the pair of them, the world of good. But I'm not letting them in. We've still got Christmas trees, and I'm not going to let them in. Poppy needs to play. She's a feisty little 4-year-old. There, and welcome back to, do you know what, I think it's day 10 of the 12 days of Christmas. I'm really sorry if you can see my light in my glasses. It's because I've got my ring light behind my camera just to give some extra illumination. Look, if I take it off, you can't see anything. But I can't really see. I don't know what I look like because all I can see is a blur. So this morning I tried to sort of film an introduction on the way to Rachel's. I couldn't. That sunrise was just mind-blowing. Anyway, I had the most delightful run with Rachel. But before I start with the quilt, it's back to school tomorrow. So I've been in touch with Laura and I've said we're going to have some new masks. And we have the same. So I've got 2 of these with the bees to make and 2 of these. And if you just bear with me, these from a Treasury. And yet again, I will put the link in the description box below. It's so simple. I'm going to talk you through it. So very, very simple. I've bought these tags off Amazon and they are mask elastics and they have the little bead on. When I first started buying the masks, I had loads of elastic and then I saw that you could buy beads. So I bought the beads and I was having to try and shove the beads on them, and I was pre-making the lengths and shoving the beads on. Then I discovered you could buy the whole thing together. When these are... I don't believe it, my phone's going off. Hold on. I'm back. It was my brother. So I'm going to whiz the mask up. So it's really straightforward. So you've got your 2 pieces. People have commented about how easy it seems. So you have 4 pieces for the mask. All the same, and you join them together at this centre seam. So I'm just going to do that quickly now. I've still got on the quilting foot, patchwork foot for the machine, and I have a feeling she's going to run out of fabric. And then you do the same on the other side. And believe me, I don't like making masks. So I want them to be as quick as possible. But they are an essential necessity in our lives today. And I do find that a homemade mask is less traumatic to my face, because I get quite, you've all probably noticed, I get quite spotty. As a family, we have something called rosacea. I think it's quite common. I think a lot of people have it. I don't think I'm unique. Now, the next thing I do is you've got to put these things in. What I do is I sew these bits on. Oh gosh, can you see? Because I can't. Now this is where I struggle with lighting. There you go. Right, so I put this one on here like that. This one on here, because it's simply go inside the seam allowance. I don't believe I'd ever do a mask tutorial. I never thought I could see myself. I'm now just going to do the same with the other side. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to explain to you what my brother was ringing about. He was ringing to ask about lighting. Ha ha, you say. Ha ha. Lighting, you say. You need to get it sorted. It's exactly Simon's view. And he has decided he's going to buy me a present. He is going to buy me some lights for the kitchen, but I've got to go on some websites, and he's going to help pick up the cost of said lights, because they are going to be quite expensive. So I've got this on here, one there, and one, oops, on the other end, it's just there. And I try and do this with no pins, and I know I've not cut any ends off yet, because this is a speed job, because I do not enjoy making masks. And if you cut accurately, it should work. So I'm starting here. I'm going to go over the first elastic. Put the needle down, turn the corner. Forgetting which machine I'm on here. They've all got different buttons, haven't they? Different buttons to do different things. And I open up the seams. Everybody does their masks differently, and I have worked this out to knock them off as quickly as possible. As I say, we all like them to. I'm looking at the thread on the top of my machine because it's about to give out. And I'm going to knock up 4, and then I'm going to do some sewing on the quilt. So I had a lovely, lovely run with Rachel today. We ran by the river. Well, no, we didn't run. So again, I had a lovely run with Rachel. We ran down towards the River Aire, but we didn't go along the Aire. We just went along the edge of a dike, and we ran halfway down this path, and then we did some walking, because obviously my breathing has not been very good at the moment. I'm just rather stuffed up on the old steroids again. And then we ran back through Crowder, which was gorgeous, past a lovely lady with a pointer. We stopped and had a little chat with her. Got back, had our coffee, and on my way back home, I barely got past Rachel's house and saw this lady, and I thought, ooh, she's got a Brittany Spaniel. So I stopped and said, is that a Brittany? And she said yes, and I said, I'm going to stop and I'm going to come and talk to you. So right, I've gone round, my hands here, hold it up so you can see, and then through here, just turn it through as quickly as I can. Give it a pull, give it a shake, and it's a question of rolling those seams. No top stitching anymore. Roll the seams, and here at the end, just give it a little pull. There, and you just stitch up that little bit. Just roll that in you go. And I've had 2 phone calls this afternoon. I've had my brother and David's sister-in-law, which is lovely, but I've lost some sewing time. Now, I know we might not like to see that, but who is going to notice that bit of top stitching behind your ear? That is how I make the treasury mask quickly. Start again. So the lighting that Simon wants to provide is something that goes over this island area here, attached to the beam just there. And what it'll do is to give me a sheet of lighting behind where I'm working. So it should help when I'm doing my film. Hello. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 flowering snowdrops. They're back. Oh, I was looking for these little ones down here at the front of the pathway. See the little buds coming? But here they come. The snowdrops are coming. So this is Maggie's first run since New Year's Day. Obviously, when she pulled up lame after I'd been to Rachel's, I was a bit concerned. And also we can tell it's definitely getting lighter. Now, I do hope these guys that are doing the trees aren't going to disturb all the snowdrops. Because we do have a wonderful natural snowdrop belt around here. There they go. Just perfect for 2 dogs. Oh, she's called the Black Bullet for a reason, isn't she? She goes like the clappers, this dog. So, welcome back to Quilt HQ. I think that's what I'm calling it at the moment. Again, thank you so much for the absolutely wonderful, wonderful comments that you've been sending to me. It's just such a joy to read them. Now then, let me see. Wrong way? That way. I think I might need to lift you up this way a little bit. I think this over the next... there we go. So, we have done the new first square of 4. I must stop calling them blocks because they're not. They're sets of 4. So I've got that one in here and I am going to pin it into place on the backing fabric. I'm going to go through 2 layers. I'm sure they'll come off and on numerous times. So I've had a lovely day, lovely walk in the woods. I hope you all saw the snowdrops are back, which is wonderful to see. Now, as I pin these on, going to it's so heavy, is this fabric. It's insistent on falling off my table. How dare it? I can't go much further that way because I've got my overlocker, which I might have to move in a minute. But what you can't see out of the way that way is I've got this setup. I've got some masks because, as I said, I'm making new masks for Laura and myself for school. I've got all some fabric there. Let's just pull this. That might just do the trick. Can you still see it? Oh, you could if I did this. Hi, I'm coming over. Oops. Now, there we go. Back to what I was talking about before it started to go for a walk. I know this is ready tonight. I'm going to edit it tonight, but I'm going to have a go at saving it in HD and taking it to school tomorrow to upload in HD, and I just hope it will work. So what I've got here first is I've got this light coloured block, and I'm going to turn my book around because my book's the wrong way around for me. I don't know about anybody else, but when you're reading a map, I like to think I'm going along the road, so I'll turn the map round. So it's a long time. As I said, I made my first quilt in 1987, 1988 time, and it's a long time since I've done a quilt, and I am thoroughly enjoying myself. So I'm using this grey blender as the light. I know my backing fabric is grey. Rebecca did not have any white, and I thought this grey could be very nice. So this one will go here because this is the dark. So I'm going to pin this particular one here, and this is a corner of the quilt. Would you like me to try and zoom you in? I shall come to the side and zoom you in a little bit. There you go. So this is a corner block, and my intention is that whichever one of the sets of 4 is at the corner, I will do an extra square in the design to make certain that I've got the right, here it is, the right corner block here. I'm just making certain I'm pinning it on the right way. There we go. And I think I am very, very happy with that being a really nice setting the scene over. I don't know how much of it you can see. I will move it out in a minute. Now what I am missing, so we've got this one here. I have, oh, I can't show you because we've come out. So here, can you see, I've got the 4 in here. So I've got the line coming this way off the dart, and I've got one line going that way. So this will go straight down the quilt, and this will go across the quilt. So I've got this light one here coming across, but it fits in and it gives it a nice blend across. Now I need to decide what I'm putting in next, whether to go for pale pinks or not. But what I have done is I have made, down here a little bit, so let me just move you down so you can see what I'm putting in. Back. I have made this rather beautiful, put it there so you can see it, this rather beautiful set of 4 as well, and I think that blends together really beautifully. And I'm wondering about having a row of lighter pinks here, which would mean I need to move this. Oops, let me come back out again. Away. I've got some lighter pinks that I could use in the fabrics I've got out ready, which would mean this would then need to go to here, and then I would need to make another, an extra one to go to be the corner here, using the colours in this particular set of 4. I don't know if I'm actually making it, but it needs an extra end. Shall I call it an end section? So its end section would need to be one where you've got lights through the centre. So if I put that one there, now I'd love to make another one of these, but I just don't have, this one cannot go at the end because I don't have any more end pieces, so that would have to go there. There's no more pieces of that quilt, of that fabric. But this particular block can't go next to that because it's got the same fabric. But for now, I'm just going to pin it on so we can see what it would look like. More pins required. More pins required. This is the fun bit, isn't it? Because you start to see it grow in all its glory. Oops. And then I can put this beautiful one on here. These, as I say, these are just pinned in place to give us an idea of what it would look like. And you think you've been really, really accurate. This is the one thing that frustrates me with my machine piecing. I need to really work at it. I am a bit of a fuss pot because this particular one here is not right and it needs to come apart. And it might be that it does come apart completely. I think this one needs twisting round slightly. That's better. There we go. And this would go in here like so. And I think it's starting to take a very, very nice shape to it. I am liking what I see. Let me pull it out a little bit so that you can come back this way a little bit. There we go. Come on this way a little bit. There. I'm starting to see it. Now obviously we need some more of the orange ones, but I would like to think about doing a different range of colours in here. I know I can put this one at the end. This one I can't put at the end, unfortunately. And I need to have sort of... These could probably stay here, but I need to have reds. I need to have pinky reds in this line here before I come in to the oranges. But this one here could then go between the oranges and the browns. So I need to move over a little bit. I've got lots of lovely fabrics to play with, and you know, I've got lots and lots of options. And I think as the year progresses, this is going to be something that I'm going to have to set myself a target, that I do so many of the blocks each month. And then maybe it'll get quilted summer holidays. But where I'm sat now, you can actually see the lovely straight lines that are in the pattern in the book going across. And look, I'm actually not looking at the quilt, I'm actually looking at it in the camera so I could see what you can see. And I really like this particular square here. This is a nice one, and I do like this pink one. Been an interesting few days of filming and vlogging and life in general. And we are, say, on the 10th day of Christmas, and I'm going to keep this going. I might do days 11 and 12 wrapped in together because I'm back at work tomorrow, and I do have my post-Christmas counselling session tomorrow evening. I come home from school at 4:45 and my counsellor's at 4. So I may not vlog at all tomorrow until I'm sewing later into the evening, and that might be more of a prep evening again. So I might pop on and film a little bit to go up with day 12. I do have counselling, and you know, life about sewing, it's about keeping yourself motivated and keeping yourself happy and content and doing something that you enjoy. But I do still need to have my counsellor. My main aim is that each day I enjoy every minute to the best of my ability, which is why I included the sunset. Thank you so much for the lovely, lovely comments. I read everyone. If I don't get back to you straight away, I am so sorry. It's lovely to see that the channel has grown. If you are new here, welcome aboard. I do hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and that you would like to subscribe. And if do so, please do hit that subscribe button and give me a like. And I'll see you all again in a couple of days' time. Bye-bye. I'm protecting it from the dogs. There you are. I feel as if I'm closing the section of the book on it. Oh, Poppy would have stood on that. Good night.